cost $10.
$10.
Don't stand behind it, dude.
That's Lowell Carrington, and I asked him if we could show it, and he said yes.
Sounds just like a real plane, because it is a real plane. That was something I learned when I started the club, is you don't call them toys, and you don't say, when you talk about a regular airplane that people fly in, it's called full scale. You don't call it a real airplane.
They're all real. Wait,
They're
they're
all
all
real.
real.
None of them
Some are just
imaginary.
smaller than others.
But Roger and I both fly, or in the past flew full-scale aircraft.
This was an event we had at the field. This is Wagner Road, and we're shooting paintballs at planes.
We had people that volunteered to bring their older aircraft out, and we would fly it slowly by, and people would try their best to shoot them down.
That's pretty cool.
Great shots.
Stop. Those birds.
Everybody's a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is just a model of a Cub that's hanging in my garage. That's 1/6 scale, so it's 70-inch wingspan. That's just another style of airplane.
It's just like with any hobby, you have buzzwords that go with everything. A lot of
That's made out of
airplanes-
Dollar Tree foam board again, made to fly indoors.
Some of the aircraft are built to look like real airplane, full-scale airplane.
All of those were Dollar Tree's foam. This was another model like this, where it was built from balsa wood all the way from plans up. Covered in a plastic coating that you put on and hit it with a heat gun, and it shrinks tight. Yeah. Go ahead, Robert.
Okay. And then also we fly multi-rotor aircraft. People call them drones. FAA, there's actually no word drone in any of their regulations. It's multi-rotor. This is has 4 rotors. This is one of the newest ones. It has a 4K camera on it, has GPS in it. It can fly, see, I'm not gonna say I can fly. It can fly 3 or 4 miles away and do video, depending on what software you can use. You can plan a mission, tell it to go here, take a video, go back over here, take 2 shots, and then come back and land. And so this is one of the more expensive $10 ones. And then you have stuff like this particular aircraft. It takes off vertically, and without any parts moving, it uses the computer. It rotates into this position, and then you can fly it around like an airplane, and you go back into the vertical mode and you land it.
Wow. Are you gonna crank that up?
Sure.
Get ready to duck.
Yeah.
Put your helmet on.
Right now, because I haven't used it lately, you can see the red light. That means that it's not bound to any transmitter. It doesn't know what transmitter is going to fly. This transmitter will fly 250 airplanes. And I'm going to bind it to it now. I'm going to tell it to look for this airplane, and she should tell me if it binds up all right.
Where we were using the long antennas before and using frequencies by crystals that would give you the right frequency to fly the airplane, there's a sequence this long now of many numbers that is assigned to that radio, and he just married it, bound it to that
And
airplane.
you see the green light means that the transmitter has seen it, and they have paired up like your garage door opener or pairing your phone to your car. I'm not going to put the little door back on it right now. I'll just
And my radio sequence is totally different than his, so I can't interfere with his plane.
This is so cool.
That's cool.
All right.
And can I try?
can't go,
No.
Bad idea.
Same way with this one, I used the same radio to fly this one. All these airplanes like these that they brought, these all fly from the same, type of transmitter. Just like you have Ford, Chevrolet, we have two major radios. There's a Futaba brand, and then there's a Spectrum. These are all Spectrum proprietary type transmitters. Roger uses some Futaba. Is all your stuff Futaba, or you use?
No, all my stuff is Spectrum. It's
Spectrum.
2.4.
And then you can get into, you can buy something that's called Ready to Fly. You buy a box that has a little transmitter like this in it. This is from about 8 or 9 years ago. It doesn't have a computer in it or anything else. It's just a little quadcopter. It's all, oh, I forgot that I had taken it off that one. I try to fly everything on my big radio because it has parameters that you can set to make the aircraft fly smoother, set the parameters of how fast it'll turn and rotate. Now, I was on the Expert, that was that one, so I push a button here, and I go down to this particular airplane. It says select this model. And now it should fly this one, if I didn't mess the binding up. But you can see it's a cute little thing. It has no computer in it. I have to do all the flying in it. And you use the same controls like if you were flying, instead of using your hands and your feet, you use 2 fingers. And if you need to go to the bathroom or something, you can just park it on the ceiling. Come back a little bit. Okay, come on down now. It has some bumpers on it so you can run into the wall and knock it down. It doesn't hurt anything. This is an excellent little plane, aircraft to learn to fly with. So you see, it still flies without any problem.
That's the way he flies at the field.